Tomás, Tomasito. You can't be hypocritical.
I didn't think I had to worry about her being unfaithful. I was wrong to have put that much trust into my partner.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Taste of Reality. This is what episode of Temptation Island? Oh, I did not write down the episode, but we're reviewing season 3. Before I get into it, please make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're in those comments. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss my posts, and let's get into the review. So we're gonna start with Aaron and Corey. Corey is finally coming into himself, and we love to see it.
It's filling up my tank and filling up that, my self-worth and self-love for myself.
That's what I'm talking about.
Erin has had the epiphany that she may have been treating Corey the way that she was because of her past and the lack of happiness that she has in her life. She does shed light on being physically abused by one of her exes, which is just disgusting and horrifying. However, she does take some of the blame in the way that she's treated people, even dissociating herself from that situation. She has had some toxic traits in the past that haven't, worked in her favor in romantic relationships.
I feel like for a while, internally, I just haven't genuinely been happy.
And although she's having this epiphany and it's great, she's acknowledging it for herself, it might be too late because Corey is finally realizing that Aaron is not the best he could do. Well, okay, no, let me not say that. He always thought Aaron was the best he could do, and it very well could be true. However, he is finding himself in a place where he can connect with other people on a level where he has also connected with Aaron. So Aaron is not his end-all be-all. At the bonfire is when Aaron shares this history of being physically abused, and it's clear that she's very jaded by the experience, as anybody else would.
He did put his hands on me before, and...
He put hands on you?
Yeah.
And then you're translating that into, and that made me angry, because angry feels powerful.
I mean, all of my relationships in the past have been toxic.
At the end of the day, I hope everybody comes to realize the benefit of therapy, because why are we just now hearing about this? And of course, you're on a TV show, you're with people who are strangers, you don't want to just be sharing your business out there like that, right? But it seems like it's a surprise even to herself. Like, she's having this revelation of oh my gosh, is this what I've been dealing with? And so to seek professional help is not weakness. To go and talk to somebody about, okay, I don't know what's wrong with me, but that's your job. You're supposed to get down to it. Let's do this. So it's great that she's been having these moments, but man, everybody on this cast needs to find a therapist. While Aaron's whole identity is basically crumbling down, Corey is building himself up, and he's starting to feel himself a little bit.
So I'm wondering, what have you discovered that you bring to the table that you may have forgotten?
That I am a great guy. I'm a catch. I'm funny, I'm goofy, I'm witty, and I'm pretty darn good looking, I could say, right?
You bet you are.
I'm so happy for him. And just because I'm happy for him does not mean I'm not happy for Erin. I'm happy for her in other ways. Her finding out where her toxicity stems from. That's actually a good thing. But for Corey, just because he seems like he was so beaten down and broken, for him to have found a way to build himself up in the absence of Erin, so that even when he is with Erin, he has this self-confidence within himself. It wasn't built by her. It's not fake. It's a journey that he took on his own, and I'm just happy for him, man. Yes. Our next couple is Kristen and Julian, and where we left off last episode is Kristen finally shared that the trauma she's been dealing with was the loss of her brother due to an overdose. This episode, she shares that she's actually the one who found him and assumed responsibility for the fact that he was suffering in silence. Okay, so my camera just went and fully disrespected me. Wow. I filmed the whole video and didn't even realize that it was not recording. So, I'm back. I think I was talking about how Kristen Kristen is dealing with the loss of her brother, right? And she was saying even through identifying where her trauma is stemming from, she still finds it hard to fully commit to Julian.
I don't know why he messed up in the past. I couldn't explain to you.
Do you trust him?
No.
She finally shares what her reluctance is. You know, she has a fear of fully giving herself to somebody and having them being taken away from her. It happened low-key when he cheated, and then it happened on a real scale with the loss of her brother. So she doesn't want to get to a point where she's now fully entrusting Julian with her whole heart, and then he leaves her.
The reason I can't move forward is because I'm so afraid of unexpected loss.
Yeah.
And I'm so afraid of giving him all my love and then him just, disappearing out of my life.
She also has a fear of following in her brother's footsteps in the fact that she has been suffering in silence. And will it get so bad to where she develops an addiction that eventually takes her life? So yeah, she's dealing with a lot. Like, this girl, wow, I really feel for her, because I mean, he has cheated on you. You've lost your brother. All of this was happening almost simultaneously. You have been with him for so long. Your families are so intertwined. Like, what do you do? I understand why she's at a crossroads. One thing that I thought was interesting to note was that the cheating happened just prior to, well, I don't know the exact timeline, but prior to Kristen's brother dying. And before he died, Julian made him a promise to take care of his sister. So in my mind, I'm thinking, is he with her out of obligation and guilt, or because he truly still wants to be with her? I'm not under the impression at all that he never loved her. I completely believe that they both love each other truly. But how much of it now is based on the fact that, well, we've come so far, and I don't want to restart with somebody else. Or I made a promise to somebody and I don't want their life to now have been in vain if I break that promise. You know what I mean? So yeah, they gotta work through whether or not they're trying to be together because it works, or they're trying to be together because they don't want to try to make it work with somebody else. They don't want to restart. All right, moving on to Chelsea and Tom. Tom now feels vindicated for moving on with Sophia. Well, moving with Sophia. He hasn't moved on yet, but he's moving forward with Sophia because Chelsea now has feelings for Blake. But personally, I do think Blake is a safety net. I think he was the first person to catch her while going through her feelings for Tom.
I'm so worried about what he's doing, you know?
You hug?
Too good to be true. I want this so much, but don't know if
Something in me just isn't feeling right about this relationship on both sides. Like the Sophia is really scaring me because she is saying she's willing to move to LA, which is where I assume he's from. I didn't see the city on the bottom, but she's willing to move there. And I'm like, girl, you're 22. Your life is just starting. I know, I'm 24. And this man is 37. Like, he's reaching his 40s. Like, he's gonna want to be in a place where, life is like life. This 15-year difference to me is very alarming. Not only because, okay, why does a significantly older man find a very young woman as someone he wants to pursue a relationship with? One. Two, you're gonna have to get in a place to where you're gonna match his settle down energy. And I don't see Sophia being that kind of person.
You already know that I'm going out to LA. Like, no matter where you're at in your life or who you're with, because at the end of the day, what we have is so real, and it's like, I don't want to lose that.
I think Sophia has so much more life to live. I think she has so many more things that she wants to discover. And I mean, if he's on that page too, okay, cool. But also that is kind of concerning. Like, why are you approaching 40 and you're still trying to act like a 20-year-old? It's just wrong all the way around to me. Like, I'm side-eyeing this relationship. At the bonfire, Chelsea is shown footage of Tom getting even more flirty with Sophia, and she says she feels nothing.
I don't want my man to want to touch other women like that. And
I don't think I'll get over it. Like, I don't think I'm okay with it. I can't change myself and how I feel about that and how I want to be respected in my relationship. And he can't change his flirtiness, and that I think that's okay, and I can accept that now.
And that's great. However, you also pinpointed similar characteristics within Blake. But now, all of a sudden, Blake is vigilante, let me come save you, and you're accepting. Girl, I fear that you're going to be running through the same situation, but hey, it's your life. Godspeed. Now, Tomas, Tomasito, is having the revelation that he is losing Chelsea, and he has the audacity to go off on her. No. Textbook gaslighting. You've been talking to Kendall too much. Because how did this become Chelsea's the one who's disrespectful? You started flirting with Sophia first. And even before the island, you was doing this kind of mess at home. But she's being disrespectful because she's found a connection with somebody. She hasn't even done anything that's completely, like, whoa, like, what is she doing in the videos? He hasn't seen any of that. She has, but, whatever. So the fact that he is becoming so irate about this situation when he was the one who initiated the disrespect, sir, miss me with that BS. Please, go somewhere with that. All right, so our last couple is Erica and Kendall. Kendall believes that there's something that Erica must have seen that's making her sad, and it's so hard to watch, but like he doesn't know why is she so sad.
I guess she has seen something. I don't know what she's seen.
How is he going to completely disregard that he slept with not one, but two other people while fully being in a relationship with somebody? Yet on this island, you're claiming to be single. Sir, no, this is next level psychopathic. I can't. And what is this throuple? What the hell is this throuple? This is not me shaming polygamy or polyamory, but they're not polygamous or polyamorous. Like, these two are trying to build a life together, have 5 to 10 children. Like, what? I'm not understanding. Like, where does Nicole play a part in this? This is how you know he just came to have a hot boy summer, live it up, and really thinks he will get back with Erica.
You could not live with your own failure. Where did that bring you? Back to me.
And how do we know this? Because he says it. He really believes that him juggling Alexis, Nicole, being in a relationship with Erica, while also being on this island and being single is just multitasking. He's just highly skilled.
I don't feel like Erica can emotionally balance everything I can. I know who I am. I know what I expect. I know what I want. And Erica still has a lot of questions to really establish who she is as a woman.
And then, after all of his multitasking, he truly believes that he will be able to get Erica back. He really believes this. He said it at the house. He said it on the way to the bonfire. Child, I can't speak no more. He said it at the bonfire.
You think that she can recover and forgive some of the things that she may have seen?
Definitely.
You think so?
Definitely.
You know her longer and more than I do.
Yeah.
All right.
Guys. Wow. It's so mesmerizing to watch him, really, because I wish I had this level of euphoric thinking. He's so idealistic, utopia. He has a utopian mindset, okay? Like, everything's perfect. Wow. Wow. The good thing for Erica is that Jesse is putting in work on her, and he might be our saving grace, y'all.
He's just such a genuine and just patient, just well-rounded man.
I think there's a very good chance that I am falling for Jesse.
Even at the bonfire, it seems like Erica is truly over it, and now we're all kind of shifting our concern for Alexis. Like, I want Alexis to leave Kendall. Erica wants Alexis to leave Kendall, not so that she can get him back, just so that Kendall doesn't mess somebody else up. Like, y'all,
You haven't known him for even a month yet, and if you think that that's really what you're gonna get, like, it's not the truth. If you don't have a solid foundation in your relationship, like, what's the point of even talking about kids?
Erica, you're saying a lot of gold here.
At the end of the day, he doesn't deserve me.
She wants to have children with a man that she just met and knows that he has been unfaithful to her in the past, is currently being unfaithful with her, and somehow feels she will be the exception to the rule. Baby, you slept with him within like 2 weeks. And now you guys have brought somebody else in the bed because already, your company's not enough. And do you think he'll be able to have a happy life with you, just you, forever? No. No. He's already showing you that's not the case. I wish I had these people's point of view. Like, I wish I had their worldview. It's amazing to watch. It really is. Anyways, that is it for me. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Make sure you're in the comments. We be talking it up. And I'll catch you guys next week for another review.